New garage doors are getting ready to go in, and these old doors are pretty wore. They're getting heavy. They're the old wood doors, and they got the screw drive on the center opener, the traditional style, and they open at the traditional height. But what we're going to do is we're going to get high lift doors. The doors are going to have a added insulation value. They're going to be modern light doors, and we're going to have those high lift openers that go all the way up to the ceiling, and we get rid of all of this overhead hardware and openers and stuff like that. I'm going to give you guys a shot of what the outside looks like, where you can see how these are getting pretty wore out. So as you can see, these doors, they're starting to wick up a lot of water, and they're getting old and faded. There's not much that we can do. They keep getting heavier. They have like zero insulation factor, and so it's time for these bad boys to go. You can just see how it's all coming off here, Steven over from Team Taylor is starting to disassemble the third bay door, the one that the Jeep parks in. And from what it looks like, it doesn't take a whole lot to tear these doors down. So that's nice. They're making quick work. And he's waiting for the rest of the crew to get there. So he's doing a little initial disassembly prep work, if you will, before everyone else shows up. Door number one. The rest of the crew got here, and Steven's still hard at work, as you can see, but what the rest of the guys are doing is they're getting everything set up to start tearing those boxes open that have all the sections of the door in it, and then they're going to start laying everything out and getting everything moving in the right direction. Whole crew out here. 3 trucks. Yeah. Millions of parts.
This side.
Hmm.
I was just telling my boss, I think we like to try to be considerate if possible.
You can definitely see the added thickness on these doors, which is going to help with insulation since we bumped it up a couple of levels on that side of things. The garage door guy's out today. So it looks like we're having a house party or maybe a full flex going on, but had to get everything out so that they could get what they got to do done. All the way down here to the SRT and back. But yeah, RX in the driveway. New door on the 2-bay. This is what happens when you're the dumb homeowner who doesn't realize the garage door guys haven't put the bump stops in yet, and the door goes flying open And because it's so close to the ceiling, it knocks your fancy light clean off the base. Getting some of the final wiring done. And then they're gonna trim all this off. Still got the openers to put in and a bunch of other stuff, so it's still gonna be a little bit.
Gentle. There you go. Still just.
So the high lift doors are fully installed on both sides. So both garage doors now go all the way up to the ceiling. And as you can see, the side mount openers are right here, the LiftMaster 8500W. And so those are the smart ones that you can run with the app. They let you know everything that you need to know, whether the door's open, if there's an air or anything like that. You can remotely open and close them. So that's pretty nice. And this allows me the ability, again, to add a second lift if I want to on both sides of the garage. So they're nice and quiet. Let's see how that sounds. Pretty much you just hear the wheels rolling. And you'll hear like a click as it goes, and that's the bolted lock that keeps it from being opened from the outside by like some nefarious individual. So there we go, all the way to the top. Outside, and you can see how we have the nice white with the kind of like the rectangle texture. But look at that. I can barely even hear it closing. All I hear is the little wheels rolling. How about over here on the Jeep side? You hear that lock? Listen for the lock. Click. Garage is far from being done. There's still some other things that we need to do, aside obviously from the lift and all those other things. Once I get the lift in and some fans in place and a few other things, I'm going to have the electrician come in so we can tuck all those wires away and get everything running the way it needs to. But this is just one step in many steps before we get things where I'm going to be happy. Not super tight, just where it's snug. I mean, you want it tight, but not like so tight that you strip it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Okay, dump this in here.
Yeah. As always, thank you for watching Rob's Garage, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. As always, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and if you aren't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. All of this really helps the channel move through the algorithm and help expose us to more people that might as well enjoy Rob's Garage.